So can you start off by telling me who you are and your position at CC Spalding?
Sure. My name is Jamie Kurtz, and I am a kindergarten first grade teacher here at CC Spalding. This is my third year. I'm ending my third year here. This is my 12th year teaching and my third year here in Durham County.
Okay. What led you to working with children?
Well, actually, my third grade teacher led me to teach little kids. I was actually going to be a third grade teacher, but then I did my student teaching in a kindergarten classroom, and I loved it. And then I did my other student teaching in a birth through 6-month classroom, and I just loved the little kids, and I loved when the parents brought in their siblings, and just to watch the camaraderie together, and I just loved it, and I just knew that that's what I wanted to do.
Okay. When you started, what challenges did you face teaching?
The challenges I faced first were the parents.
Mm-hmm.
The parents were definitely difficult when you had to tell them that their children weren't really on grade level. Some of them didn't believe that that was the case. They would say that that's not what they do at home. They can read to me at home. We read every night. They can sound out words. They do their homework. I don't see that at home. So they didn't really believe the teacher. So I would have them come in and sit down, and we would work together with the child, and then they would be able to see that the child really can do it. So the parents were more of a challenge for me at first, having parent-teacher conferences, knowing what to say to the parent, and not blaming the parent. But I also didn't want to put it upon myself that I was wrong. But as a teacher, you always want to start positive, and you mostly kind of want to take the blame, but also be a team together. Another concern as a teacher was working with your teammates, making sure that you get along, being able to plan together and work together. You have all those personalities, so that was a challenge when I worked with 5 different teachers. So that was always a challenge.
What were some of the challenges in coming into an inclusion classroom with first and kindergarten?
When you mean inclusion, what do you exactly mean?
Like 2 different grades brought together.
K and 1?
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is my first year, and I only started in December, and that was difficult because I had to learn a new curriculum, not knowing the curriculum, the new Common Core curriculum in first grade. I taught first grade for 3 years, but the new Common Core curriculum in first grade was difficult. To come in from kindergarten for 7 years. So that was difficult, having to learn the new curriculum on top of already knowing the kindergarten curriculum. That was difficult. And also having to teach, first grade, and then having them go ahead and do their assignment, and then teaching kindergarten, and then have them go do their assignment, pulling first grade, and then having them go to, finish their centers, and then pulling kindergarten. So I'm trying to, pull all these different children at the same time, and then pulling the groups together, and then having some first grade on a level the same as a kindergarten level, pulling them together. So it's all about progress monitoring. It's all about pulling the same groups together, whether or not they're in the same grade, but they're in the same level.
Right.
So it's all about kind of putting them together, whether or not they're in the same grade level, but also trying to teach them different curriculum at the same time. So that's the difficult part about teaching a different combination class.
If you were to tell someone who is coming in and teaching an inclusion class for the first time, what would some advice would be that you would give them?
Learn the curriculum. Learn the curriculum before you do it. Learn your students. Do background on your students. Learn their progress monitoring data. Talk to the parents before. Set up your guided reading groups. I would definitely plan every day with your team. Meet with both your teams. I don't have that luxury. Keep up with your student work, with your assessments.
Okay. Well, that's about it. So I thank you for allowing me to interview you, especially
My
during this
pleasure.
time.
My pleasure. I hope I try to answer some of your questions. So.
You did. Thank you.
You're welcome.